All right, here we go. I might as well join everybody else. Whoa, what's this? Folks, we're outside of Tucson. Let's hear the latest. We are on X and Facebook and YouTube. And I've been out here for a while. And I thought, let me hear this, though. Let me hear that again. I can't understand that. All right, so SWAT is staging in the area. We've been here for a while. I can't make it out. There's been heavy activity is what brought everybody down here. Yes. Well, I've been here for a while. I could have gone live earlier, but then we didn't know. I actually did go up to the house and I knocked on the door. There's no answer. I don't, maybe it's not the person we all thought it was going to be. But we're all kind of in the same area.
I just saw walking across Olivery.
Here's what kicked things off.
Information so we know you guys are driving. I copy, thank you. SWAT commander, stand by for attack brief. Alright, as of right now, there's a person of interest. Associated address is off of Rogelio. Right now, FIU's doing surveillance only. My understanding is a vehicle left the location, and it's unknown where he's at, and that his cell phone ping is not at the address. My understanding is also CID is working on a potential warrant for that address, and unknown who's going to be serving it at this point. Right now, SWAT is staged at the Miranda substation off of I-9 and I-10. And we may be moving closer depending on what info or intel comes in. You got anything to add to that? That's basically all I've been told at this point. We do have a marked unit available for traffic stops if you need it. What is the last location of the ping? 4-4 all units. They're about 10 minutes out. 9-2 copy. 9-2 units are coming down right now.
I don't know what to make of the roadblock, everybody. I'm not sure what to make of that. Because I left there to come here. And we're all here. And I have posted videos on my way. And now we're here. And I actually went up to a house. I won't say the address because maybe that's not who they're looking for. But with a reporter from CBS, so we did, a door knock, and there was no answer. But maybe the person is not home. But right now, it's 8 o'clock here outside of Tucson. It is 10 o'clock in the east. And I want to give credit. First, the SWAT units rolled out. And that got everybody going. Hi there, Garney. And then Brian, I'll give him credit, from News Nation, he then started shooting out, and it came over the radio that they were trying to get a warrant for the house. And I think he may have said that. And Fox was actually the one that reported that. I think Fox reported that, and folks, here's the other thing. It never rains here. It never rains. That's all you ever hear, except when you're out on a SWAT stakeout. Oh my goodness. I was sitting here waiting, catching up on things, trying to check with different people. And then, and I want to give credit. JLR is, he is something else. He is endless, very impressive. First time me dealing with him. I'm very impressed. And I know he and Damon, are here. So I was at the house, and then a source I had said, please come down the street. I have information for you. So if you're watching on TikTok, I sign off. I go to the end of Nancy Guthrie's street, and someone who I've gotten to know said, hey, you want to head out? There's SWAT activity, and here's where they're headed. So I then booked here, but still no full address, hoping to just be in the area. Well, there was no one answered. No one answered. So, yep. Well, I mean, you could do that anywhere. You could knock on a door. I didn't stay there. I didn't have a protest. I didn't start screaming the person's name. Oh, hold on. Yeah, we already know that. Okay. Let me just, there's a lot of false alarms here. I know. I did hear people are sending me that they had a roadblock over near her house. I'm not sure what to make of that. Everybody. So, but we're in the general area, and yeah, News Nation had Brian in the car driving up here. I did one video, then I did second video, and then I'm like, I might as well go live. But this could be another. I mean, the SWAT team definitely rolled out. So I'm not sure what to make of this. It is crazy. Several things, folks. I don't know. Are they, first of all, for people saying that they're giving out a fake address to throw off the media, anyone that says that, I challenge you to name an instance where that actually happened. I mean, they don't do that. And I'm seeing people put that, number one. A couple things. And again, we are live on our, let me just say a quick hello to everyone. All right, there's the street. At one point, oh, okay. All right, I don't blame them. This gets tiring. There I am. All right. I wanted to just quickly mention something. Now, a couple of things. I know it's really dark. It is. But where we are, and I don't want to give away exactly, but we're all kind of in the same general area. But something that you should know is I don't say the exact address or exactly where we're going, but what you should know is when they're going to go and either search a warrant or go after someone, for people saying that the suspect may see my video and then flee, they have eyes on that person. Look, they don't just show up at the house. They have intelligence that is there watching, because ideally they want to, get them when they're home, or they're watching them in case they're going to leave. So anyone, oh my God, Karen Reed knows. I don't know how can there are some people that are still lost in that world. I don't know what to make of them. So I just, you can't shake those people, But let me just get into this. I mean, this is everybody is trying to figure out when SWAT left the other night, they were going to detain someone. So, okay. So that's why everyone, I'm not saying that you don't take it seriously, but the other night, they certainly, they had some action with someone. Let me see if this is any.
Yard that went out to the northwest. Yeah, we're gonna damage this clean if we do. Calling you. Did you guys go to the courtyard that went out to the northwest? Alright, we can we're gonna damage this clean if we do.
I don't know. Is that something? Is that nothing? The Karen Reed people, first they were upset that I was on television during the Brown University situation, right? I was on with Jesse Waters. I was on with Will Kane. I was on with Newsmax. I was on with Greta and Rob Finnerty and Julie Grant, and then with Paul Morrow on Fox. And the Karen Reed people were upset at that. Now they're upset that I'm out here. Get a fucking life, you zeros. She's not guilty. She, like, whatever. John O'Keefe underestimated her. He didn't realize how crazy she was. But these people are just like, they're so mad, so angry. Now look at him. Now he's on Fox. No, oh my God, get a fucking life. God, they're just incessant. But anyhow, I don't know what to make of this. We know, and we were heard that SWAT was staging. I want to address this business of, right, this is not Nancy, not these fucking Karen Reed people. They're like cockroaches. They just come out of the woodwork, and they're cultish. But anyhow, what you don't understand is they're not going to give out a fake address over the radio, because you never want to give out false information over a police radio, because what if some officer went in there into the wrong address, and remember that that stuff can happen anyway. Who was it Breonna Taylor or something, that police, I don't know, her boyfriend was selling drugs. They go in, somebody's reaching for a weapon. That's set off a whole thing. So my point is, they're not going to give out, let's put out a fake address. So the media is gonna, they don't do that. They don't do that. They use different channels, but they're not gonna do that. And let alone, everyone's trying to give them distance. But it can't. Whoa! Now here comes some lights. These look like more than just. Nope, it is just another car. Okay. It everybody's tense. And I initially thought I had an address, and then I went to that address, and as soon as I got there, there was I'll give credit, the local Tucson television stations, they have good intelligence, much like during the Brown University situation. I was, talking with the Providence Police and other police departments, and had a pretty good handle on where things were going. That's one of the advantages of being a local. So I'm not expecting to be the first and only one on the scene here. Not when you have Brian from News Nation and you have the Fox squad. I mean, they have so many people out here. And then you have JLR that just goes 24/7. So I'm hoping to just be in vicinity and range that I could get some decent video. That's all. But folks, it's I think what's really important, and I think it's okay. I mean, you can see the street. We'll just keep it like this. Just because then if something did happen, I'm not sure it's convinced it's going to happen right now, or here or tonight, but at least we could see it. And I think there's the thing about this part, we're northwest of Tucson, is I think there was also a business address and a home address, but maybe they can't locate the individual. I don't, you never know on some of those things. But I think what is kind of getting lost in this is that they confirmed they got DNA out of that house that is not connected to the Guthries. So here comes some more lights. I mean, this would be pretty wild if we're sitting here and all of a sudden it was like, boom, action packed. But I'm not expecting anything like that to happen. But admittedly, every time there's like a big SUV or something like that, but that could just be the media that they're all everyone's circling. But that to me is key, because behind the scenes, the FBI could be running that DNA into a database, and they could start to get an idea. By the way, they may have a fingerprint. They may have been, even though that goon had gloves on. Possible that they got a print, maybe a hair fiber, something, and then they're running that through the database. And first they're trying to get possible matches, and then they're trying to determine if that person has been in this area. Inside job. I'm taking that the person, you mean someone like a contractor, or someone that works there. I'll say this, and I normally like to look at everyone as we're doing this, but we'll just keep it on the road. The part about this that I just don't think some people are absorbing is the unusual nature of which they abducted her. If it was a break-in, let's just say, and I mean, we might as well, we can speculate, but let's just say it was a break-in, and when they arrived at the house she had been robbed, and then she was there deceased. Okay, that is, maybe someone didn't think the homeowner was going to be there. There was some kind of a struggle. She's an 84-year-old woman with a pacemaker, and that was it. So that's a big vehicle. Maybe we are going to catch the SWAT raid. But that's the part I just don't think some people are absorbing, is she's abducted. I know everyone's entitled to their own opinion. If you're one of those people saying this is a distraction and it's all being orchestrated, I don't know what to tell you. You came to the wrong place, because, so in other words, the White House and the FBI are either fooled or they're in on it. You decide. And I don't know the answer. Those people never answer that question. It's a distraction. It's fake. So the FBI and the White House, they're in on it. Everybody's in on this. All of the media, the sheriff, all the sheriffs, the FBI, White House, they're all in on this fake kidnapping. If you believe that, I suggest you lie down and immediately try to get some medical help tomorrow. I saw someone put a comment, I can't believe you people are falling for this. I mean, that's the same thing people were saying after Sandy Hook. When I was in front of the house, someday this week. Look at this. It's a Friday night. It never friggin' rains here, and it's raining. How's your Friday night going? I'm on a SWAT stakeout for Nancy Guthrie, somewhere northwest of Tucson. I had a family member actually today say, "Are you back?" I was live at 2 o'clock Eastern out here. Unless a jet grabbed me, I still wouldn't have been able to make it back. Are you back? Yeah, that was a green screen. Oh my goodness. But anyhow, what do we know? I want to reiterate the DNA in the house. I think that's very significant. I know they're talking about the glove, but I'll agree. I admit it is a little unusual that they're not ruling anyone out. But I don't, but here's the thing. They never do that. Okay, I think it stopped. They never do that. And what people should also understand is, well, I'm talking to all of you. So, yeah, everybody wants answers. I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to all of you. I could send a link. Hi there, Elizabeth. Hi there, everyone. Yes, folks. Remember, you can share what you are watching. We're doing very well on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, please share. Not doing JLR numbers, but I also we are. I mean, really killing it on TikTok and on FB. So, yes, I'm talking to you. We get a lot of new people. I get that. Kathy's real class. I don't know what that means. Poor Savannah. And you see the neighbors, folks. I mean, if you watch it, like the neighbors, her mom was just so proud. The husband, Savannah's father, died in 1988. The mother then raised those three kids. Savannah, I think she went to Arizona State. Well, the people like, oh, okay. Okay, hold on. We may be rolling here. All right, we may be rolling here. Okay. All right, people, we may be rolling here. It's saying a blocked off neighborhood. And they have the sheriff and the bomb squad. Brian knows where it is, not revealing the situation to interfere with the investigation. But he's saying they have an active investigation. I'm trying to just determine. I may start to roll out here because but if I start to roll out, then I can't look. I'd rather determine, figure out where they are. Hold on. All right, Brian from News Nation. Yeah, I know that. County SWAT team. I understand. Let me check. Yeah, I know that. I'm going to roll. Because it doesn't seem to be here. Okay. If I know my way around. Whoa. I really hope this isn't where they end up. No, it can't be. Because I think they're saying it's blocked off. Oh. Okay. All right, well, at least we're up here. And I don't blame Brian from News Nation. I mean, I do the same thing. You don't want to risk officer safety or anything like that. Okay, I kind of remember where I am. Imagine if they arrive where we just left. I don't think that's... All right, well, the information is good. The good news, they're going to be there for a while. This isn't going to be a quick in and out. And I'm sure it's all, if they're doing this, it's got to be blocked off. And so, now, if you know, if somebody learns where it is, please feel free to message me. I want to bring you to it. I mean, I don't know the area, so it's not like a pride thing. Let's see. Christ. We're gonna stage for a minute. I need to figure out where we're gonna go. What these people are talking about. This is no time to send bad information. Let me see. This would be a miracle if we could actually find it. Okay. Hold on, everyone. Talk about pressure, but I'll stay live. I mean, let me just see. Let's see. My God. Oh my goodness. I know that. He's on the inside of the police perimeter. But where? It's not Nancy's house. What the fuck is wrong? It's not Nancy's house. Nancy's house he's driving out here. It's not Nancy's house. Jesus, stop saying Nancy's house. He's saying 30 minutes. We're 30 minutes from Nancy's house. I know he posted an X. He's not posting an address. These people. We're in the right town. We are 5 minutes away. But the question is, where are we 5 minutes away? Right now, I am 30 minutes from Nancy's house. That doesn't fucking help us. You know how big and spread out this area is? Listen, I'm glad that Brian is breaking it. He's not giving. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, let's stay focused. Somebody's got to have it.
Happening right now. Earlier, I reported a team was staging. They have now moved in on a house in Pima County, and again, we're keeping our lights off because we're very.
Let me see. It's either going to be one or two things. either it's up in this area or where we are, or if it's back by, let me see. I don't know if that's, is that really the right spot? This is not easy. This is not easy. Let's see. Oh my God. Boy, this is tough. check something.
Route that even the sheriff, the Pima County sheriff, was all the way in Tucson. And then remember, it turned out big question is,
All right, hold on.
so
Okay. They just sent this out. Okay. We're in business. Okay, and we are rolling. Okay. Wow, what is there?
Let's take I-10 East and West Orange Grove Road, Tucson.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to sign off. We're going to sign off and I'm going to come back. We're going to sign off and I'm going to come back.